What is manhood? Men are tired of suffering in silence. We see now, like, wait a minute, there's more to life than just doing.
Right.
We jump up like, I got to keep working. Our identity, when you're only masculine, your identity is in doing. You're not a human being, you're a human doing. I got to keep moving, I got to keep working, I got to keep grinding. The word grinding means to wear down, to crush, to oppress. You yell grinding in a machinery shop, they hitting stop, boom, stop, something's wrong. Because when you're grinding, you're wearing down. That's why the majority of people who say they grind look wore out. We're only providers and protectors. Once you're stuck in those two characteristics, there is no evolving. I often compare, our emotional repertoire to the 8 box of crayons versus the 64 box of crayons. As men, we're used to the 8, having 8, and I tie it to the emotions, but we only pull 4 of those out: anger, boldness, aggression, and maybe fear. There's only human characteristics. We think masculinity is a comprehensive definition of manhood or being a man. It's not. When you look up the word, it's a few attributes: boldness, strength, aggression, traditionally ascribed to men.
Okay.
That's it. Wait a minute, I was created to do way more than that.
Right.
How do you define a man? I said you can't. Once you do, you've limited his life. If all you can do is provide and protect, and you can't be a nurturer, you're not a gentleman, you don't even know what the lover is. Oh, we cry as men. And I tell brothers who don't physically share tears, you may get them tattooed, but you're crying the wrong way. You're crying through spousal abuse. You're crying through alcoholism. You're crying through pornography. You're crying through depression. You're crying through suicidal ideations. So why not cry the right way? This brother, we wear trauma like a badge of honor. We don't brag about, man, I stay in a safe neighborhood. It is no gunshots.
No, if your trauma's not matching mine, you're less of a man.
I'd rather you cry on my shoulder than for me to be going to your funeral. And just because you have weak moments doesn't mean you're soft. Unlearn what we've been deceived a man is and what manhood is, and be willing to evolve.
Or dealing with women who are just like, why are you being all good? You acting like a girl. You emotional. Like, you doing too much.
Brothers are terrified of being perceived as pusillanimous or soft by their women. He got to stay mature. He got to stay locked in. Say, you're not worthy of me. Oh, thank you. Here, I keep it normal. I pay for this. You'll never hear from me again.